Hello and welcome to another episode of Skids and Donuts. We're making progress on this 240. It is getting close now, so close. So today we're going to be fitting the lowering springs and we're going to be fitting the rear brake calipers, which are down there somewhere. I still need to find them and dig them out. So let's get to it. We are here today for the rear of the car. We're going to be replacing the brakes and the suspension and look at rebuilding the trailing arm with new bushings, possibly, if I've got the right ones, and then painting the actual trailing arm. So let's get this thing in the air and I'll show you what we're doing. So, as obvious as it may seem, I do want to soak as much as I can with some WD-40. And I will get the old wire wheel on things anyway, just to help clear things up a little bit more, just so we don't have that risk of stripping anything, which I really don't want to happen. And these, if you're unsure, they're like rubber pucks. So if you're towing something, these actually help with absorption, I believe. Or it means your springs don't compress as much, so you don't bottom out or anything. Pretty cool. So I'm going to do the same thing to the other side, let it soak, and then we'll work on getting all this off. You want the handbrake off as well, otherwise you're not getting this disc off ever. Now, whilst we're waiting for that to soak, I thought I'd show you the parts list that I've got. So we've got brand new discs for the rear. There's the shoe part, there's the actual disc part. They are solid for the rear, they should fit. We've got brand new calipers, just to be on the safe side, and brand new pads. I mean, the rears don't do much for stopping any car really. I did buy some rubber hoses, but I'm sure you're probably aware, if you're a bit of a Volvo nut, they're not for this car. They are probably for the wagon. I'm not too sure, but mine are solid at the rear. And then we've got some various bushes, brand new. I think these are for the tramp bar. They're for the control arm. Or these ones are. I need to look at what's there already. And somewhere, I did have them, all the way in here. These are the big bushings that nobody likes replacing, so I'm hoping mine are okay enough that they'll be fine. Only a visual inspection will really tell. I do have somewhere down there, there it is, a big kit that should hopefully get these out. I'm really hoping these don't need replacing though, yet. They will at some point. I do want to put a poly bush kit in, but they are very expensive. And then of course the fun part is the brand new lowering springs, and I've also got the new little top hat things. I don't know what they're called. Retainers, there you go, retainer washers. They keep the springs in place, but they rust out like mad. Now, one problem I do have, down to my own stupidity, is I was under the assumption that these would have come with a new pin kit, like to keep their pads in place. The front ones did, and I did those quite a while back. The rears don't, and you might think, yeah, just reuse what you've already got. On that side I can, definitely. I think you know where this story is going now, because on this side I'd already taken them out stupidly. So I need to order those kits, but I will get all this installed today anyway. And the pin kit is just a case of, you know, jacking the car up, putting the pins in. Happy days. So I think the first thing to do on this before we even dig in is to remove all of the weight reduction that's built up over the years. So I've come to the conclusion that the brakes are going to be significantly easier to take off if the suspension's out the way, because all I'm doing is ripping up gloves and Can't get a bolt there, and I'm already risking stripping it out. So we're going to try this. Keep the nuts together as well, if you don't have spares. I mean, you've likely brought new ones anyway, but I have not. That should be the shock that can come out now. If we can press it enough. Come on, buddy. There you go. I mean, to be fair, that's how easy it is to change the shocks on the 240 at the rear. Well, fellas, it was a palaver, but I managed to get the spring out. There it is. Now, comparing the new springs to the old ones, of course, they're not compressed yet, but that is the difference. And obviously, these will sit a bit lower anyway, but that is a nice difference, and it will transform this car massively. So I can't wait to drive on these. So now I've got to get this thing out. There's 2 bolts. There is one for the anti-roll bar, and there is one for the other end of the trailing arm. And I can get this thing out, sand it down, paint it. Happy days. Well, in typical British fashion, when it rains, it definitely pours. And that's what I'm working with now. It's actually flying into the garage. So I might have to put a hold on this for today, maybe even tomorrow. And then we'll get back to it. I've got the spring out, I've got the shock out. The bushes seem good, so we'll go from there. Ladies and gents, we are back for another not so sunny British day at the Skids and Donuts headquarters. It's dumb, I know. I'm actually on my lunch break at the minute, but I figured I could get, a good hour out here, get the caliper off on the driver's side because that bolt is almost rounded off. I did keep on saying stripped, I meant rounded. But if you've watched me enough, you know I make mistakes like that all the time. But seeing as it is a few days later, I did manage to buy some parts. I brought the pin kit just there. Excellent, that's for both sides. And I brought a couple spare brake caliper bolts. They're surprisingly expensive. They're like £4 each. Mental. Anyway, let's see if we can get this caliper bolt off. Now, if memory serves, I believe it's a 17 on the back of this. Oh, I've got some movement. And it's actually coming off. This thing was seized. She's almost off. Come on. Woo. And here you can see the condition. That side's not too bad. The rubber seal's still soft. It's not torn, but this side, there you go. That is torn. That may have been from me, but the whole thing wasn't good. This one was seized on. I couldn't even push the pistons back. I need that brake dust shield to go as well. Come on. There we go. That is the old disc off and the caliper. Great progress. And I really want to cut this off. Okay, we're a couple of days later on the build. We've actually got some gorgeous weather today. But from where I last left off, the parking brakes, the actual material for the shoe, that had just fallen off. So we've actually got a really sunny Saturday for once, and I finally made some good progress getting the suspension in. I've actually done one side now. I did have a mishap where I had to redo the whole thing. I mean, that's how good it looks at the minute. The springs will compress up there. They are obviously significantly lower, so once this is all low down, it should be fine. What's right here, I forgot completely to bolt up the anti-roll bar, and this part in particular. There we go. Sorry, I'm under the car. It's a bit awkward to record. I completely forgot to put that thing on. So I had to take everything off, and I forgot to put that bolt through. Take everything off and redo it all, but I managed to do it. And now, from this awkward angle, it's time to tackle the other side. Gonna be fun. We have made good progress. Springs on this side are now done as well, and the shocks. I didn't need to go through all the hassle that I did on the other one. Everything actually just came off really easily. Super happy with that. I've got the handbrake shoes off. The new ones need to go on. The springs are actually quite difficult to to clip on. Look at that. Ah, she's almost ready. I did grind this one down as well. I'm gonna clear off all the excess rust and just give it a nice coat of paint. A bit of a, you know, rebuild black. If you know what that reference is from, comment down below. So yeah, I'm super happy with that. I'm gonna clean off all of this as well. I need to get the pressure washer in here because there's that much dirt still. It's crazy. Brand spanking new.
We tried all there is to try. I'm not gonna let you fall this time. Let me hold you. I won't let anybody hurt you.
Ice cream truck. I could do with some ice cream. For whatever reason, this one does not go in all the way. This is from Brookhouse Volvo, so I'm uncertain. I may just need to buy just a different pin kit or something. So for now, the pads can come out. But look at that. It's pretty much done. I mean, I need to come back in here anyway to do the bleeding, so I'm not too worried about the pads. Now, before I finish this video, I think we need to get this car on the ground so we can see it for the first time fully done. Holy smokes. Look how much better that looks. I'm definitely going to need some bigger wheels in the future, maybe with some wider offset. I do like the look of banded steelies. These steel wheels in particular, I love the design. I don't know why, they just look cool. So it could even be a case of I get these banded in the future, just to make them stick out more. But that looks incredible. Should probably do a bounce test. Wow. Stable as anything. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I've had a lot of fun making this one, and it's nice to finally get a win with this car. So if you watched this far, thank you very much for watching it all, and I'll see you again in the next video. Take care.